been a bit too much. They go towards the Nautilus, which means that you're kind of going even in lane now. Ezreal Nautilus is fine. I think they maybe could have shut down Feather a lot harder with something like that Brawn pick all the same, though. They're sniffing out. Beitron might get caught here. They spot Griffith onto that. That's Vampire going forwards.
Beitron gets away. Vampire ends up hooking the wall, and that's unfortunate. Threat flash for the triple headbutt. Pulve, I apologize. There's no headbutt, but they will still be banging their heads into the walls of TT's jungle. IG are so deep. A gold card afterwards. GLFS, good luck. And this game is over.
Oh man, IG watch their support hook the level 1 into Doom. Vampire flashes, fails the hook, and throws the team under the bus. Jungler dead, support dead, TT on the roll. We need to see better play from you. They've not been playing very well as a unit so far. This is much better. They took that slack from level 1, which IG very much threw to them. And now they're...
Especially if UCal, a player who has, in years past, been so core to... Hang on, we'll hold on to that as the bowling ball lands. This might just be a strike in the mid lane. Fate Seal comes on down afterwards into the watch out. UCal falls apart.
Really don't know why he pulled the flash after that point. Flash early. Don't get hit by that swirl seed. UCal goes down and... So, TC, really good game so far. Vampire has flash, has level 6. Beitron already hit. He should be going down.
Does get out for now. He's about to get engaged on with the Fate Seal. Get pulled wide by the hook. That's unfortunate. Griffith is danger on the other side as UCal gets that one with a solid ultimate in. The Destiny Gate doesn't work as Vampire stake through the heart. It's a double to UCal.
It's a double to UCal off of Vampire, pulling your target out of the entire turret goes. Wisecam would have to all in to defend the turret. He's not going to be able to do that. Full turret falls, gold shared between Kennen and Brand. That's a nasty prospect. While all this is happening again, IG, they have to watch more towers fall. They can't even all in towards this top side. Griffith might look for a big flash play. That's the ult coming through from Hoya, though. And luckily, the Demolish will secure them that turret. Hoya doesn't die, but he ends up pulling that ult just to make sure he's safe.
Yeah, he clears out the wave with it a little bit as well, but Beitron is back in the driver's seat looking to make this a bit of an F1 challenge. Golkon Danani, who Fate Seals away, wanting to avoid that particular grisly outcome. Tier 2, still likely to fall even with the True Shot Barrage to try and trim the wave. TT getting a lot of value there.
Dragons in a minute, and I think TT will be very easily walking towards that as well. If TT get themselves this mid lane out of turret, I think this game is I feel like the game is... I don't like call... I hesitate to call games over directly, because again, there's always like the late game flank shenanigans and stuff, but this is about as over as it can matchup. It's just not been the case because of the level 1. I hate to keep going back to it, but this whole game does come down to that. It sucks. It sucks the fact that you have a game which is, you know, quite important.
That's great news. At least we have seen Wisecam get a few plates after Kennen teleported for that second dragon fight. Is likely to get a hold of this second turret. So that's still good news on that.
Oh, the ult's going to come through for wave play. Wisecam has misjudged this. Turret shots coming through, but now there's no damage left for Hoya.
Still begin to order. Misses the Shuriken, though. Teleport coming on through to try and defend this. Might be too late. Gets to hop away. The burn might be enough. Just about alive.
Oh, the airy procking the Leandries again. Almost brought him down. I think UCal will finish it off for him. The flash out saves him.
That's clean as all get out. Manages to Destiny Gate on in, and here comes the rest of TT. Pyroclasm goes flying on through. On needs to flash away as the Blaze continues to tick his health bars down. 1xN wall riding into 4. Goes very deep, but Thunder Talk are bringing the lightning. Everyone else just about survives, but they're having to run tail and hide in their base.
Wisecam, look at that on the minimap. He is on the flank. If he can get the flank, this can change everything. TF does have ult. You can spot people out. Hoya is also on the flank, and Wisecam was just spotted. TT, this is where they want to seal out the game. IG, can they get the flank?
Hoya still an unknown quantity now going to deal with Wisecam. The fight continues. Vampire flashing away. Skullcode comes on in. Wisecam into the backline. Gets jungle to UCal, but cannot get that much more dragon. Being taken all the while. Fade sealed lands onto 1, but they've already lost the dragon. Soul goes down in the 1-for-1, and 1xN says X marks the spot. I have a little bit more than you think I am. The damage coming flying on through as the gold card on Danani means he tries to get something, but the Fate Sealed is not enough. The Soul and Bound is not enough across the fight, and they will lose the soul, they will lose the fight, and they are likely to lose the game.
Oh, IG, they try and look for the Jack's flank. It comes in, but the rest of the team can't follow suit. TT find themselves the Chemtech Soul. They'll find themselves the Baron. And while this game might just be an extension of a very poor level 1, the mid to late game execution from TT has been successful. The Ezreal is not going to be anywhere nearly in time to steal that Baron. TT walk away.
The problem is they try and it goes wrong, and now they're really in the hole.
Yeah, and you know, credit to TT for this game where, you know, in the first round robin, they sucked at playing sidelines. They were so bad at playing around them. They'd overextend, they'd die on them. It was kind of bad. This game's been great for them. You know, you had, what, one mistake from UCal in that mid lane where he kind of dies, where he could have just flashed a spoil seed. He just disrespected it. And, you know, this game has been really, really clean for them. I think that TT are a team which I rated quite highly coming into group stage. I wasn't impressed by their first series. This is more what I expected from them. Yes, it comes from a mistake being thrown at them. I'm hoping they can keep this up. IG on the other side, they need to have a better...
I understand the desperation call. Have they spotted him in a second or two? They now know where he is. A stopwatch is blown, but that's not the greatest angle as Feather trying to body block. It's not looking that clean from TT. A flash out, though, from YSKM's engage means they still lose one. And Hoya murders them all! The slicing maelstrom matching the thunderstorm outside our flats.
Oh, Invictus Gaming, they try one last hurrah, but all it is a charge of the Light Brigade, and the lightning crashes down their heads. TT slap IG in the face in game one.
It's a last hurrah, but more like a cry of pain. They went looking for a flank, and there was just nothing left in the tank. I credit them for trying, but Thunder Talk.
Something now. This is the one way where you can kind of shrug off the Sejuani ultimate. You stand the Alistar in front of it, and you pop the ult. You kind of like use ult for ult.
Get here in time, but they're still thinking you're diving this. There will be a 2v3.
No, they're not looking to dive. I think they just want to stop IG's bot lane from getting XP. Now Arn's away from turret, has to flash away. GLFS is here though.
There's the turnaround. This is what I was worried about. The body block is solid. Double headbutt into a pulverize. Gets something to work with as a teleporting from Nani though gets tricky. Damage onto Vampire is big. First blood as a flash to the sky, but Nani gets so much value. It all goes so very wrong for Thunder Talk.
You took the barrier in mid lane. You don't have that global. IG, they outlast the pressure in bot side and they get themselves, even though the wave is lost in mid lane, Nani gets himself 2 kills off the back of this, and that is more than a worthy trade.
Saw Griffith passing the other way. They will get a kill in mid lane as a result of all of that, so they do trade back somewhat, and that's important. But
well, that's very important. Get himself another back, and they're going to go towards now the bot side of the map. TT have the control over this bot side river, though, which is better than their situation in top side. Vampire still going to throw through the solar flare.
Oh no, the shock blast was blocked by plants. It doesn't work out as well as they're hoping, and now the turnaround of the Stranglethorns is good. They lose the dragon, and they lose a kill.
Vampire finds the ult, but he can't gain the follow-up after that point. He has dominance in his top side, and also he has the barrier. Needs to be careful, though. Doesn't have a cleanse. Needs to dodge out the skill shots.
They were aware of it. There's a flash on in. Still lands the ultimate, though. Flash out from the solar flare, but the Zenith Blade after this UCal in a 1v3 in the blink of an eye goes down.
So, lead up to Herald. YSKM gets chunked out, but UCal on that, so that'll definitely go down. But I think that TT will get themselves at least clean bot tower take as well. The 6 goes making their cross map easier.
You can see that UCal thought he was fine. He's chunked out his lane opponent. There's no one here. To push the line because they really felt like there wasn't many other options.
So TT have a couple of options now. They can go heavily towards bot side. GLFS going towards top side instead. Feather has himself... You can't really combo into an Alistar with ult and the passive item as well. So IG, if they had left towards to go towards Dragon, they would have given up mid lane turret. They go towards top side instead to try and get themselves something here. They're trying to get themselves a point where, of course, the Herald can end up being a bit of a cannon minion itself. Vampire misses the ult.
That's unfortunate. The turnaround with the flash pulverized means Vampire again faces the sunlight. Down again. That one goes towards the Zyra. Beichuan sidestepping everything, and then the follow-up is beautiful.
That should give up the mid lane turret, I think. Two big ults!
That's a huge turnaround, but wait, hang on. The damage after was still pretty big from TT. The satchel from Feather back towards the turret is nice as well. Stays alive, 1xn. Lots of low health bars to play with, but can't land a kill.
The lane is looking to try and get some poke onto Nani. Beitron bitter over eager there. With Beitron punished by his opposing number.
A little bit unfortunate there. Could have been a tower for them. That's quite happens all the while. The Lucian gets tower on topside. Flash comes on in, but another fantastic Stranglethorns. Teleport behind. Vampire in danger. On also now a threat. Griffith throws a Smithy of an ult.
That is just in a complete right angle. IG managed to wave clear through mid lane because Arn has his ult still available, but IG, they cannot afford these mistakes.
Hoya, you're going to be in a 1v2 pretty shortly here. This gets very scary very fast. Gets a decent cask option, but there's no real way to escape here over the wall. Beitron coming on down. Nothing to save. Misses the E because it's just too short, and that's an overstay from Hoya.
It is. He potentially could have...
because Jax having been given a kill towards that bot. I believe they're the one that picked up that kill against Hoya, is in a great spot now.
I think IG, the fact that they've held on to this mid-turret flash makes it so much easier. Feather has his Celestial position taken away from him. When's the next big ultimate coming through?
Rage Fan will go and try and ward out YSKM. There's Dragon down about 6,000 HP. Hoya on a flank of his own, gets hit by the Glacial Prism, but Zonya's so much of the damage. Hoya can look to cast, try and get away. He's actually going to be chunked pretty low. Stays alive, and the turnaround damage is big. Mega Inferno Bomb into 3. YSKM flashing the headbutt pole. Gets onto Hoya. Now they're getting to some damage back. As TT try to play this one out. The Strangle Thorns are solid. Griffith flashing on out of that one. The culling is doing some work, but not of quite yet. Another pulverize from Feather, who just doesn't miss this series. The damage from the AD carries will surely run down the Jace. The defender of tomorrow broken today.
Thunder Talk Gaming, they have looked for the flank, they found it, but through the heroics of Thunder Talk, it was not enough. Zyra's gonna melt this Baron, and Feather on the Alistar, really the hero of the play, gonna stop this steal attempt coming through from GLFS.
Gonna hope so. Feather's holding on to his ability to prevent Griffith from getting anywhere near this. It goes down, there was no smite, I'll note. This is getting pretty dicey. Feather likely to die here. Will try and headbutt someone and gets another double pulverize.
Oh, folks, 0-7s in chat for Feather. Completely winning that, and a sad fail flash from Arn means that he's left to dust as well.
That feels so good. The other thing is UCAL and 1XM were largely untouched, and an Lucian and an Ezreal with low health bars at the end of a fight. It's always going to be difficult to escape from them. And now the Baron is through, and now they can continue to shove on for a bit more. Yes, they don't have Soul Point, but that map control they were struggling to have before this is now theirs to take.
TT, it took him a long time to overcome IG, and particularly Arn. I think Arn has had a good game despite that fail flash. He held open onto that mid lane turret for as long as humanly possible, but TT, they outlast that. And now with the Baron buff coming through, it should be so hard to defend against those 6 grubs with the wave clear, meaning much less against the Baron minions.
They will do their very best, but again, their range is interesting this game. The Jace and the Ziggs, solid of course, but Ziggs will struggle more into the Baron minions, and especially with the HP, you can't one-shot the minions of the Jace either. You need to start queuing on in to deal with that with your hammer form as well, and that is just very risky at this point. So the wave clear is going to be a little reliant on going through a few more rotations than you'd normally like.
GLFS going forwards, and the Strangle Thorns come back down to bring him down to earth.
The Mega Inferno Bomb afterwards comes out, but it is just not enough at this point in the game. They lose a turret, they lose their jungler. YSKM going to get chunked out by a barrel as well, and now they're down a member as the shove continues.
GLFS doesn't even pull out that ult. We're not really sure what he was looking for. He's had a bit of a difficult game on this Sejuani too. IG, as soon as that Baron went down, it became so much harder. TT going to walk towards the bot side now, use the last bit of this Baron buff to get themselves probably a 5,000 Baron power play. You rarely see them reaching towards quite that level. Massive breaking open of this game from TT. It will probably think UCAL and 1XN have had fantastic positioning. UCAL, just as we speak about it, doesn't really need to cleanse, buys both of the ultimates. Once again, a swing and a miss. You don't have combat stats, you don't have ults. IG, you need to retreat. And the blast combine just killed the AD carry!
1XN survives, and now IG in desperation stations. This ship is sinking, and it's a torpedo from Thunder Talk that might be doing the damage. Turnaround is good. YSKM on the flank. Could be dangerous on space one. Goes golden. Feather low. This could be a problem. Maybe IG can still make it work. They're so low. YSKM goes down to 1-4 right now, but UCAL in danger does not go down. 1XN gets another. Hoya finally falls, but the damage is well and truly done.
The ultimates went astray. They ended up failing their retreat, and so much HP, it was never really close.
Unfortunately, on the other side, I just watched Nani fail the shot blast to kill out the Zyra.
Vampire's dead again. A bit of a difficult point. We're going to go towards this again. He's away from his team. Look, at this point in the game, you're an engaged support that's behind. You have to get vision down. Sadly, all of the carries can kill you. I don't think this is it. Dragon, probably the last dragon of the game, let's be honest, folks. If it goes to another dragon, IG have pulled off some miracles. TT, they're going to potentially go towards that Baron on the top side. Switcheroo around this entire map, go towards mid lane instead. Arn has to throw the ultimate for wave clear. IG, if they're using ultimates like this when they're already behind so much gold, how is the fight's going to look when they don't have those extra abilities?
It does kind of get some chunk onto 1XM, but has a cleanse and will be just fine. Stays alive, and the triumphal roar keeps him topped up anyway.
And this is a big problem. TT, you know, they can sit here now. Pulverize comes in.
Just about. There is that fraction of a second there, which normally is pretty hard to do against the Alistar, who's very good at those. Hoya, though, face checks 4, goes golden, buys some time, but the blast gun is taken away. No realistic way to go anyway. Actually goes flying on in, interestingly, but will die. That is a break of one of those Barons.
So, YSKM has Flash, has Ultimate. They're using that big Ultimate. 1xN, no cleanse.
Feather in the backline trying to do some damage, but remember the stakes are so high. You're in Alistair. We know that's a dangerous point of view. Still continue to go on forwards. The damage is huge. They lose 1, make that 2 on the side of Thunder Talk, but they are still going to break into the base.
They lose 2, but the damage on UCal is still insane. Yes, Barry has Flash.
Gotta do so much damage. It's 1v3, and he does not give a single damn.
UCal is so much damage. It doesn't matter that you've killed even 2 people. That was a good fight from IG. They pick up too many corridors. Feather also trying to get himself into a strong position. Griffith, as you're rightly saying, looking for that engage, looking for the flank. YSKM, no Flash, but looking for the same.
It's on to Bait One again. This time goes Golden. Saved it for this final moment. Dragon goes down. Soul secured. Damage onto Feather. Does not go down as the Stranglethorns come flying across. And the light is finally snuffed out. They thought they might have a moment, but there is just nothing left in Invictus Gaming, their namesake ally this time around. As Thunder Talk walk the walk, lightning follows their footsteps.
UCal with the triple kill to end things off. It's a bit of a prodigal son moment for him. He has struggled so much across this year, but as it comes to really come to terms with this Nirvana group, the importance of this stage of the Rumble part of the LPL tournament, he stands up, he is accounted for. TT, take the series.
11-1 on Lucian. It's a huge game from UCal. The rest of the team playing out a fantastic early game snowball in terms of a